Guys, I have a huge announcement. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and if you know this channel, you know we have spent a lot of time defending Michael Jackson. Well, I'm here to announce officially we are beginning production on a documentary about the King of Pop to finally go through and debunk all of the allegations and rumors that have been out there about the singer. This is a topic that's very passionate to me because I feel like there's a lot of people out there who are still afraid to sort of fully commit and like Michael Jackson, his music, his legacy. And I get where you're all coming from. There was a point where I was worried too, but I went and I did the homework. I did the research, guys, and I found so much out that really bothered me. This is a stance I've had for a while. It's an unpopular stance by a lot of public figures, and I don't know why. So I wanted to put my money where my mouth is, guys. We are investing in a documentary. In fact, so much so that look at this. Oh yeah, we got some real legit cameras. I'm so excited to learn how to use these babies. Got the proper lenses, and yes, I got two of them. We're stepping up on this production to ensure that we make it look fantastic, to make sure we bring all the evidence to the table, to speak to the most authoritative experts, witnesses we can, and to really bring you the truth about Michael Jackson, especially these latest claims in Leaving Neverland. And guys, I have a lot coming, some of which I wish I could tell you, but I just still can't. But I wanted to be fully open and transparent about what we're doing, and I wanted to announce that we are in production. There's a lot more I want to talk about. I'm so excited because we have a special guest here to help talk about this. She has been on the channel before, and more importantly, she knew Michael Jackson. She was at those sleepovers. Let me repeat that. She was at those sleepovers, and that's only the tip of the iceberg that begins to debunk so many of these myths. I'm so happy she's on board. Jenny, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back, and thank you for being here during this announcement. How have you been?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm glad you have me here.
Yeah,
It's
well, I'm glad
exciting.
you're here, and I'm glad you've been helping me. You have been one of several people behind the scenes that have been helping me, and I thought rather than keep working on this in the dark, let's tell the fans what we've been working on. And you've actually worked on some projects already. There's a lot of them in production, and there's a lot of them that people can go see. There's Square One, Lies of Neverland. I don't want to name them all. There's a lot of them, and a lot of amazing Michael Jackson fans have been out there and doing this. But look, I don't want to do this for the fans, and please don't be disrespected, fans. I want to do this for everybody else. The fans are already into Michael. They don't need any selling, but there's a lot of people in the middle who still need to be told the truth and be educated in this topic. And I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot where I can use this channel, this platform, this audience to really listen and hopefully learn some things about this. There are a lot of people who've already done the research, and I'm grateful to them. And there's a lot of people who I won't be able to change their minds. I get it. But I think there's a lot of people who are celebrating the music. They're excited for the upcoming movie, but they're still a little nervous. Do you know what I mean, Jenny? Do you still see that out there?
Yes. I mean, it's getting better than it was 5 years ago when Leaving Neverland came out. But yeah, I mean, people still don't want to, I don't know, they don't want to admit, I don't know how to explain it, but they don't want to admit that they like Michael Jackson. I mean, like I said, it's better than it was. Like 100% it's better than it was. But yes,
sure.
I think there's still that hesitation.
Leaving Neverland was a bullet towards the brand because so many people just accepted it. We were in sort of that time of place, and now enough people have really wised up to those allegations. And I'm telling you guys, I can't tell you everything I'm working on. Jenny knows. We got some stuff in the pipeline that's going to blow minds and really start, getting to the truth. But I wanted to announce this because one, yes, I want to make sure you guys are aware we are investing. Okay. I got real cameras. I'm learning how to use these 4K mammoths so we can really get these quality cinematic shows. I don't know where this final project's going to end up. It could be here, YouTube. Maybe it's on a streamer. I'm not really worrying about that yet. I want to worry about the story, getting the content made, talking to the people. And that's really what I wanted to start making this announcement, Jenny. And I'm glad you're here because we're beginning. Production has started, guys. In fact, this mid-May, I'm going to be off in Los Angeles, beginning my round of interviews and getting into this production. And I'm so excited. But this is going to be a long process, and it takes time to make documentaries. I know a lot of people are working on them. Our buddy Taj is working on them. I want to shout out Taj because he's been so helpful in this. He has thankfully given us his blessing. We're so grateful for him. And I'm so excited for his documentary that's coming out, which we will be supporting full force when it's available and ready. But you know, as I said to him, like, I want to get this going. I'm feeling passionate, and he gave full support. He's been so helpful. He's given me some contacts and people, and we are going to
Yeah.
be, you know, using that obviously the best of our ability to get out there. But even with people like Taj and some other people within the, you know, community, it's still been tough to secure everybody because, Jenny, a lot of people are afraid. A lot of people are nervous about sort of being, you know, sandbagged, or, you know, being told one thing and then the documentarian comes in and does something completely else, or they're super
Yes.
anti-Michael and they're lying. And I get it. The fans are nervous. You've experienced this yourself, right?
Yeah. So when Danny Wu, who made Square One, contacted me, I didn't know who he was at all. And yes, I was very nervous to talk to anybody. I had been nervous for years. But when I looked, he told me to look up his YouTube channel. He had just done an interview with Taj and Brandy. Maybe he did another one with Taj. But when I saw that, that he was interviewing Taj, it made me trust him without ever actually talking to him, just seeing that he interviewed the Jackson family members.
Yeah. I mean,
because you can't trust
did
people.
That.
Yes,
Thankfully, you did that because that one has been is a wonderful documentary. In fact, I wanted to pull it up here as you were talking about it. That is a perfect place to start, and it's a great one. But I don't see the harm in adding more to it. So the more the merrier, in my point of view. And I'm excited that so many other ones are being made, and I'm glad to throw my hat in the ring. What is mine about? I think that's another sort of important thing. My documentary is going to be my perspective of me going out and talking to these people who are sort of worried about Michael Jackson. They're going to be bringing out their issues, things they've heard, rumors, all these allegations that have been out there. It is then my job, and I'm going to go present all the evidence, talk to the people who know it, and really present back the facts, to really take these allegations, take these things that have been said about Michael, warts and all, and really push myself to ensure, is my stance pro Michael the right one? And so far it is. I assume it's going to stay there. But I thought it's really important for me as a father, as a person who follows for due process and justice, to really make sure I'm positive. And that's what the point of this is. If anybody out there has access to something about Michael, positive, even not positive, I want to hear it. I want to be challenged, and I want to get to the truth. And if you are somebody out there who knows Michael really well, you're a historian about it, you're a journalist, you have some evidence or something you did, you've never spoken to anybody before, now's your opportunity to reach out. I wanted to put this open call out there so you can reach out to us, so you can get involved. So maybe you can help us connect to people so they can know that we are on the side of doing this positively, doing this for the truth. In fact, you can check out our channel. There's a playlist I'm going to put at the end of this video so you can see our previous videos about Michael, so you know where we're coming from and you know that we're not trying to be shady here. I want you guys to, I want to be fully transparent, obviously, what we're doing. And I want people to feel comfortable coming in and, talking to us, because I get this is a tough subject for some. A lot of people have been burned. A lot of people are nervous, but I hope you won't be with us, because we really want to do something for Michael. I really get sad when I see his legacy still being questioned. There's so much exciting, successful stuff, thankfully, that's already in the mix. I'm talking about the Vegas show, the Broadway show, which is sold out and doing amazingly. And this biopic that's coming out next spring. From the people I've heard that saw footage, it's incredible. And the things I've been lucky enough to hear, I think this movie is going to be a massive box office smash. And so the tide is turning. I'm grateful for it. I'm excited for it. But I still think it doesn't harm us to make sure, as that's prepping, that we get out and make sure we get the truth. We get you the evidence. We get you the experts and bring it to you in a nice package that you're going to be like, oh my God, this was epic. Jenny, final thoughts. Anything else you want to add?
Well, I just want to say, I would never, ever, especially after all these years, put me in a situation that I thought was the least bit shady, or they were going to twist my words, or I don't know, that they didn't have good intentions. So I'm on here to say, if you were in court during the 2005 trial, if you were a journalist back then who wrote articles, who saw what the mainstream media was saying, and you were like, well, that's not what's happening in court. If you think you are like a trial expert, get in contact with Andy or me, and I will get you in contact with him. But this is not a shady, I cannot think of the word, but it's not a shady situation. That is not the word I'm trying to think of.
Well, I get what you're saying, and I didn't tell her to say that. I appreciate you saying it that way. I mean, I'm glad you're here, because you are someone really important in this space. And if you don't know Jenny's story, we have made some videos with her, but she knew Michael. She was at Neverland, and she already debunks many narratives that are out there about who Michael, types of people Michael liked and what he did. And so she'll be in this documentary. We're working our way to get some of the lawyers involved, some of the family members. We already have begun talks and getting some of these people, some celebrities, etc. We are doing our due diligence. My producer James on board has already been doing some great work. Steph behind the scenes. I want to be fully transparent with you guys as we go. We may need to come forward and get more help. We'll keep you posted as more is shot and ready. But I thought this is important to let you guys know what we're working on, get you guys involved, and hopefully have you help us spread the word. Because yes, we could use help securing certain guests to ensure that we get everybody that we need who's really going to step forward and do the best for this piece, and hopefully the best for Michael and the truth. But I'm happy to report the tide is turning. Look how cool that is. Look at that cinematic lens. Look at this quality. Oh my goodness, the tide is turning. I'm feeling
that's why I like that you said that, because Taj always says that, and I'm like, that it's true. Like, I feel it. I've been feeling it, and and when Leaving Neverland came out, we even said it might take years, but it's gonna happen. And it's been 5 years. It's been half a decade since Leaving Neverland came out, which is freaking crazy, because I mean I think we all remember when it did. But the tide is finally changing, and I think with your documentary, with Taj's, with 2 others I've been interviewed for, with the MJ biopic, like you said, it's just going to keep getting better and better for his legacy and for people to finally know the truth. Like,
so
we know
quit
the truth.
worrying about whether you're allowed to like Michael. I know so many of my audience isn't, and you guys have been so amazing. You've done your homework. But just know this piece is for the others, the people out there, the mass audience who maybe aren't paying attention as much. This is going to be a piece for them and the fans and the detractors. I hope everybody will enjoy what we're working on. But I'm excited for this journey. We are starting production. It is official. So get excited, guys. Jenny's going to be out there in LA. I'm excited to see her. She's going to be one of our first interviews. So grateful to have her. And if you want to start your research already, if you're like, Andy, what are you doing? Really? You're supporting Michael Jackson? Yes, I am. Unabashedly, unafraid, and totally confident in it. So you can go over there and start your research too. I have a couple amazing interviews we did with Taj way back, which helped get me on this path even more than I already was, as well as some other exclusives.
I mean, and Taj is the one who got us in contact, because I knew about you, but I didn't watch like a lot of YouTube, and he was the one that said, told me about you and how, you're a supporter of Michael, and then I started following you. And anyway, so yeah, it's
and I remember there was the reason I got, for real, guys, like, because I know a lot of you have come around and you're like, what are you talking about, Andy? Michael's the best. But when I was covering the Johnny Depp trial and we went to Vegas, we were having great numbers, and I had Taj call in. And I remember that show was live as we were succeeding and covering during the trial. I wanted to be like, hey guys, there's another story I'm going to tell you at some point about someone who's being falsely accused, and it's Michael Jackson. And my audience was like, no, Andy, don't do it. What are you doing? Don't compare the two, da, da, da. And even back then, I'm like, nope, I am confident, and just you wait. And I had Taj on against sort of some fans' wishes. And I'm so glad I did it, because again, that's how I've been. And until someone can prove otherwise, that's the train I'm on. And so far, no one's been able to do that. I have had some conversations with some of these people online. I don't want to call them all trolls, but some of them sure feel like trolls, Jenny.
Yeah.
But I try to have conversations. I'm like, all right, what am I missing? Tell me. And no one's been able to to really prove it or drop evidence. It's all just opinions and theories that we're going to, talk to you about, but we're going to really bring the evidence and the actual facts and the people that are going to be hard to dispute. If you are someone that really followed the case and actually, or has some sort of real serious evidence, or you're an expert, or you're a family member, or you're a celebrity, or you know one, and you can help vouch for us to get access to these people, please let us know. We will need all your help. And I promise I'm going to keep you looped in as best I can as we do this. So follow us over on social media. And if you want to support, right now we're good. We got some funding. We may come back if this gets more complicated or delayed during post, because that can be pretty pricey. But in the meanwhile, if you want to help in any way, another way to really keep in tune is to become a member on our Patreon. Support for free, or you can pay. We will be putting exclusives there as well throughout to all our members who are sort of helping step up. And obviously you can go to our link tree to support monetarily, or just to like, subscribe, and do all the things to make sure you're in the loop. So a lot coming here on the channel. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to stay tuned and get excited. And yes, the tide is turning.